Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. This is another predictions video. There's going to be a whole bunch because of all the stuff that's going on. This is going to be real short and just cut to the dry, okay? Because we have the lawmakers in California that are asking Trump to stop sending the troops in, stop sending extra help in. They're saying they don't want the help. They don't deserve that kind of treatment. They're defending their protesters, which is normal, normal for them to do. But here's the thing. Again, Trump carries a sword energy. He manipulates with his words. And again, this is alleged. It does not come from me. It comes from the cards and from what Spirit has to say. Okay, because I don't give one flip or the other of what Trump has to say. Okay, so this is alleged. Now, what the cards say is that right now he's wearing the crown of victory. He feels like he's been victorious over this whole situation. There was a video about him that said that anybody, now this is him saying this, he said that anyone that starts a riot, that he will send out the National Guard or this, that. So he's actually violating part of the Constitution because there's no law that says you can't protest. And actually, he didn't say riot; he said protest. If anyone wants to start a protest, that he was going to stop it by sending the National Guard or the police or whatever. You cannot stop a protest. People are allowed to have protests. Now, if it turns violent, that's a whole different thing. But in one of his videos that I saw earlier, he did say if anyone wants to protest, that he was going to send in the National Guard or stop it or all that. And you cannot do that. Cannot do that. But since he's the president, he wears the crown of victory, he feels like he can do whatever he wants to. This is him. Every time I do a reading about him, he appears as the Five of Swords. Okay. Now, the government and the officials, the lawmakers in California have a press conference, and they pretty much asked him to stop. They said it's not fair that he sent in the National Guard, the Marines, and all that. They wanted to stop completely because their people are allowed to protest. They said they did not need the help. Okay, they feel like by him sending this help in that it has caused this terror moment. So now it's real big. It's not small. It's huge. It's large, and it's going to continue. There is no end in sight. I'm telling you right now. It's not going to end. It's going to keep going and going and going. And it's excuse me, it's going to turn into a civil war. Okay? Because the protesters are not going to give up and Trump's not going to give up. They both think they're right. And it's going to just keep going. It's going to escalate. I see it escalating to other states already. Chicago, New York, other places, Washington is going to be hit. This is fighting, defending. So the Latinos, or the group of people that are protesting, feel like they have to defend themselves. They feel like people are poking at them. So by Trump calling in the National Guard and all this other help, it creates even more of defense mode. And Trump feels like he is doing something great by sending these people in, but it's just creating more chaos, just big, huge chaos. It's not going to stop. He's not going to stop sending troops in. He's not going to listen to the lawmakers. The protesters aren't going to stop, and it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, this is short and quick. So right now they are at a crossroads. The government there is like they're not quite sure what to do. There's much turbulence around them. They're not sure what road they take. They do want a new beginning for their people, and they want a new beginning for themselves, and that's why they have sent this important message. Here's the Knight of Swords. He's the messenger, sending an important messenger saying to Trump, stop. I need you to stop. Quit sending these troops in. I wanted to stop immediately. But is he going to listen? No. I'm telling you right now, he thinks he can control everything allegedly. All this is alleged, and he's not going to stop. He's going to do exactly what he wants to do, no matter how much you beg him, plead him, or talk to him. He's not going to do what anybody wants to do. He's going to do what he wants to do. Okay, now they can get him on certain things, like him saying that anyone protests will be arrested or whatever it was he said. He said something to that effect, that they would, face judgment. Okay, you cannot do that. You can protest. You have the right to protest. Okay, Just putting that out there, Trump. The people have the right to protest. Now, if it turns violent, that's a whole different thing. I don't believe in, tearing up buildings, burning cars, and stuff like that. But I feel like these people are pushed into that, pushed into a corner. They're not going to give up, and they're going to continue what they're doing until it becomes into a violent situation, which it already has. It's going to keep growing and growing and growing. And that's it. That's it. There's nothing. Nothing's going to stop it. Nothing's going to stop it. This will turn into a civil war, so get ready, because that's where we are heading. This is small and short, y'all. I have to go. But thanks for watching, and make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.